Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen in the north end zone for important safety information to follow in the event of an emergency. We request your cooperation in supporting today's ceremony and the honorees in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory, or other intimidating actions towards anyone will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the stadium. We thank you for your cooperation.
You're the one, you're going to be taking this off.
Staff Sergeant Brian Ibe, Master of Ceremonies for today's event. Welcome to West Point and the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. The soundtrack for today's ceremony is provided by the West Point Band, assembled on the field to your left. Established in 1817, the West Point Band's core mission is to educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets through world-class music. The West Point Band is under the direction of the band's commander, Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Smith Tobin. Please give a round of applause for the West Point Band. Before we commence today's ceremony, I have a few announcements that will help your understanding of proper courtesies for today's event. During the ceremony, you will be asked to rise at the following times: the arrival of the official party, the national anthem, the invocation, the singing of the song, The Corps, the singing of the alma mater, the administration of the oath of office to the graduating class, the singing of the Army song, and for the benediction. After the class of 2025 marches into Michie Stadium, you will hear the order, Sound Attention, marking the official start of the graduation ceremony. It is customary to rise at the bugle call of Sound Attention, as well as for the arrival of the official party and our guest speaker, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. After the official party has been announced and has arrived at the platform, please remain standing and render appropriate courtesies for honors to the President and for the national anthem of the United States of America. Uniformed service members will salute. Military veterans are encouraged to salute, and civilians are asked to please show the same courtesy to our nation by removing your hat. At its completion, we ask that you remain standing for the invocation. As a courtesy, please also rise when the President completes his address to the class of 2025 and remain standing for the President's departure. The Secretary of the Army will present diplomas to those cadets awarded summa cum laude designation, the class valedictorian, the cadet first captain, the class president, and the Army Athletic Association trophy winners. The remaining graduates will receive their diplomas alphabetically by company. Cadets in the 1st and 2nd Regiments will be seated on the north side of the stadium to your left. Cadets in the 3rd and 4th Regiments will be seated on the south side of the stadium to your right. After today's ceremony, the class of 2025 will participate in the time-honored tradition of the cadet hat toss. Once the distribution of diplomas to the graduating class begins, those wishing to participate in the hat toss may move to the screening point at the ramp located in the southwest corner of the stadium. Only children may participate in this ceremony, provided that they meet the following criteria. They must be 4 to 10 years old, between 42 inches and 54 inches tall, and accompanied by a parent or guardian who is 18 years or older. All participants must enter the screening point to participate in the hat toss. The child must be accompanied from the initial screening point to the completion of the hat toss. Parents or guardians and children may enter the staging area only after the child meets the criteria for participation. Parents must remain on the field in appropriate staging area for their child to participate. Parents are not authorized to collect a hat or accompany their child to the hat toss collection area. Participants will take all directives from the officers, non-commissioned officers, event staff, security personnel, and cadets directing the event. Children may only pick up one hat. Following the ceremony, shuttle bus transportation will be available from Michie Stadium to all major parking lots. The shuttle will run a continuous loop to these stops until approximately 6 p.m. For our ADA guests and those with limited mobility, transportation is available at Gate 7 outside the southwest corner of the stadium to F-Lot. Be courteous and cautious as you leave the stadium. Bar-pending ceremonies begin at 2 p.m. Finally, we want to ensure everyone has the opportunity to enjoy today's ceremony. As a courtesy, we ask that you remain considerate of those around you as you take pictures and video. We would also like to remind you that Michie Stadium is a non-smoking complete, please remain in your seat until the official party has departed the area. We appreciate your cooperation in this matter. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mikey Stadium here at West Point. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the United States Military Academy Class of 2025.